Today's class is anti-gravity. How do aeroplanes fly?
I've got here, let me get a glimpse of this big Boeing 747 with, it has got 2 engines. It's big. The aerofoil taking its place. And what is making this aeroplane to go up high and to those wings to carry that type of weight? How many people are in that aeroplane? Got about 300, 260 people, passengers around there, including the crew.
Okay, I'm going to explain to Rexana and Celesta about this toy of theirs, which is for flying purposes. They throw it up and it goes. They don't throw it up, but it just goes up by itself. I just want to give them, this is the engine, to give them a brief explanation of what is happening here is aerodynamics. You take this, you want to find out why aeroplanes fly up and why make them take up, lift up. Why they run first in the runway and then lift up. A helicopter first before it starts to rotate, rotate, and then it lifts up. Why? Because let me do this like a helicopter. Engine on, and it lifts up there. See? Lifts up. It finishes its energy, and then it just falls down. And do it again, it finishes up its energy, and it falls down. Now, I'm going to take these balls to explain this phenomenon. It's called aerodynamics. I'm talking about. It's a theory which has been studied by a man called Bernoulli. Bernoulli said the differences in wind speed or in air speed, like when the wind is moving, that wind moving, the speed of that wind can cause some differences in pressures. Understand? So here I've got, it says that the more the speed, the lower the pressure. So like in a wing, aeroplane, in the aeroplane swing, it's like this. The aeroplane swing is made like that. So the wind moves under and moves on top of the aeroplane. The wind which is moving on top of the aeroplane wing has got high speed, and the one on below the aeroplane wing has low speed. So what happens there is the one with low speed, it has got high pressure. The one with high speed, it has got lower pressure. So what happens is the pressure will lift the thing up. So I've got here some balls here and the funnel with me. The funnel here and the thing and some balls out. What I want to do is to, if I take this ball and put it inside there, this Christmas, the jingle bell, I put it inside and I want to blow it. If I blow it, what do you expect? What happens to this ball when I blow it? It is going, like, you think it's going to bump up into the ceiling. Let me put some air on it, like, check. Can you see what it's doing? It's bumbling on top, like it's moving up and down. It's not bashing out. I don't have that force my lungs to bash it out. But actually, it's not about my lungs and the atmospheric pressure. It's not about that. What is it?
Well,
Huh? What is it?
Oh,
You're disturbing, is it?
I think you're saying helium. Could helium?
You're right there with theory of what happens to helium. I'll explain it to you later on. But let's continue with the Bernoulli effect. Then I'll tell you the helium effect on another lesson.
So
Thank you.
the thing is here that this different. When I'm blowing, I'm putting some wind speed under this. I'm putting wind speed. I'm putting wind speed. And then this wind speed is more speed than the wind which is on top of this. So when the wind which is on top of this thing has got slow speed, what happens with slow speed? Slow speed makes more atmospheric pressure, more pressure. High speed makes less pressure. So as I'm blowing, I am making lower pressure. So the higher pressure will push this thing down. So this thing is not forced to up, to eject up. You see what I'm saying? If I blow this up here, on top, I expect this thing to come up because there's low pressure down there. But, okay, it can do that. But let me do it with the, let me do it like this, down. If I put this ball here, come here as well. If I put this ball down here and I leave it down, it falls down. Why is it falling down? Why is it falling down, Rexn?
Is it because there's no pressure?
Okay, what is it falling down, Celeste? What
Because
makes
of
it
the
fall
gravity.
Down? Gravity, yeah. Because of the gravity. Things fall down because of the gravity. Now, so there's gravity there, which is making this thing fall down. So I want to see if I'm going to put this thing there and I blow it hard. So I expect it like this. That's what I expect, is it? So I'm going to put it there. I'll be blowing my wind and putting. I'll be blowing my wind and putting my this ball map with it. See if it will fall down. Let me blow it down. Low, the more this thing cannot fall low. When I release my air, this thing will fall down. You see, when I release my air, if I don't release my air, this thing will stay. Look, look, look. Blow hard so that the camera can see you. Then you do it. Blow hard. Blow on the surface that it will not bump around on the floor. On the surface that it will not bump around on the floor. She can't even know. Okay, it's do. No. It doesn't matter how because she doesn't do what I'm saying.
Let me try.
She's trying. She's trying. But let us see. You don't put on the surface that it will not go on the floor. You can't do that. Okay. You can't do that. Yeah. Oh, there we are. Yeah. You see, that's how it is. So that's the trick. The thing is, what I'm doing is what I'm doing is when I blow, there is high velocity of the wind. The wind I'm blowing here has got a speed, is it? If the wind has got speed, which I'm blowing up here, than the wind which is down there, there's no wind, there's no speed down there. So if there's no speed down there, what means is the wind which is above has got a high speed, so it has got a lower pressure on the ball here. There is a lower pressure on the ball on this side. So what happens? That lower pressure and the atmospheric pressure which is down is pushing the ball up. Even I blow it down, that speed I'm exerting from my lungs to blow this ball is above the force of gravity. That's why this thing cannot fall down. It's actually equal to the force of gravity, and it stays up. That's right. You see?
I'm in the park here, Waterloo Park, trying to just give a demonstration of the same aeroplane in this park. I've got here this thing made by
made by the British Museum. What I have there is it's like a steering, but when you see it, it's also made of like it's a wing of a helicopter, made in the same way the wings of an aeroplane are made. It's all about the science within this wing, this steering, this helicopter wing. Okay, I'll do a demonstration to show this aerofoil thing. The wings are made in a camber shape. You see, they are like made like you see the tractor, that dish for the tractor which plows. You see, it's curved inside. It's sort of curved like, and sort of a wing of an aeroplane. You see, just look at one of it. One of it, look, it's, forget about this museum or whatever is written there. I'm talking about the camber. This thing will be turning around. So long it has fuel to turn it around. So what happens? The one below will create some friction. It's reduced because of it's curved. Can you see how it's curved? It's curved there. The wing there, it's curved. So it's reduced. And the one up is let free. So there is a difference in velocity between the two wings. The velocity of the first wing on the first under the wing is too slow, and above the wing is very high. So that difference in velocity creates differences in pressures, and that creation of differences in pressures will cause this wing to lift up and 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 go. So long there is fuel, this thing can reach as far as Mars. Engine, the fuel to make a rotation, which will create some differences of air. So the air above there will have a higher velocity than the air below here. To make this thing, to engineer a circular motion here, you have to there. Okay. What are you saying then?
Do you understand this, YouTube viewers? I hope this lesson has taught you much more about science and physics.
So what we're talking about? We are learning about aerodynamics.
We are learning this lesson.
Can you listen? Can you listen?
Do you hear the planes?
There's an aeroplane outside.
This lesson was about aerodynamics. I hope this lesson has taught you much more about it. And if you're watching, good luck.
See, you can come and do it.